laws. Idaho can do what they want. Washington's going to do their crazy thing. And if you don't like Idaho's, move to Washington. If you don't like Washington, move to Idaho's.
My friend had a pregnancy scare a little bit ago, and she's from Idaho, so
from the Northwest
it
Public
was, a bit
Broadcasting
rough.
Studios
She's good,
on the
but,
campus of Washington
yeah,
State
I do believe
University.
It's your choice,
This
and I don't
is
believe there
Murrow
should be
News
any
8.
restrictions, especially where you're born. I don't think that should matter either.
In the abortion, I mean, I'm pretty indifferent about it. It's really up to the state and their decision. It's really my take on it.
Well, I do think that whoever is pregnant should have a say, and it shouldn't be up to parents.
I feel like you should be able to make your own decisions and not have to have your decisions be made by an adult for you.
The American Civil Liberties City Council approved a multi-million-dollar project to give downtown a facelift. Our reporter Zander Adams breaks it down.
Morales says this.
This summer, you may see Main Street shut down. Project Downtown is a plan to revitalize downtown Pullman.
Down to its core, it's about accentuating the features that already exist in the area. It is about a people-centric investment in that corridor.
The approved parts of the plan will cost nearly $8 million. Plan changes include
Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories in Pullman has collaborated with San Diego Gas and Electric. It's located in California, and they plan on developing a way to stop fires
monument right here at Pine Street Plaza.
There will be one pillar for WSU, one for the Pullman mayors, one for sports figures, and one for distinguished residents.
These animations by engineering firm Welch Comer offer a look at what the north side of Main Street and the intersection could look like. Main Street will likely shut down during construction. The one-way Paradise Street will become a two-way arterial to mitigate traffic. Business owners like Bryce Erickson, who has owned B&L bicycles for 27 years, are concerned about how they will be affected.
It's definitely going to be a painful process for the businesses and everybody affected.
That's not something that we take lightly. We're attempting to mitigate the impacts.
Probably the biggest thing is just letting people know, that the businesses are open, being able to access into the parking lot behind here, the other different parking spaces, and then being able to come into the store. People are going to need to know kind of how to do that.
Between the city and Welch Comer, there have been multiple meetings with property owners and business owners and trying to hear what they have to say, what their concerns are, and what they believe the challenges are.
I think the project needs to be done. It definitely needs updating and revamping. Don't stay away just because there's a little bit of construction, Bicycles make a great way to get around, by the way, during construction.
Reporting in Pullman, I'm Zander Adams.
A man accused of stealing a backpack on a public transit bus in Pullman is at large. The man was last seen at the downtown transfer bus station at Davis Way and State Street. If you look at your screen now, you can see an image of the man the police are looking for. He is accused of grabbing another passenger's backpack and getting off the bus. If you have any information, call the Pullman PD at 509-334-0802.
Shifting focus to Idaho, Planned Parenthood Greater Northwest has filed a federal lawsuit against Idaho Attorney General Raul Labrador's office. This follows a legal opinion issued last week that stated medical professionals in Idaho could be subject to criminal penalties for referring to the patients to abortion care across state lines. Labrador's office would not comment on the pending litigation, but said they looked forward to addressing Planned Parenthood's arguments in court.
Taking a look at U of I, Centralia Police Department has found a long criminal history for one of their suspects in the University of Idaho's spring break death case. During U of I's spring break, 22-year-old Cameron Young died. According to the Centralia Police Department, they said that illegal drug use was involved. The suspect, Demetrius Robinson, has been involved in a number of Whitman County cases, including second-degree assault, fourth-degree assault and harassment, possession of delivery of controlled substances, and 5 other minor misdemeanor charges. Robinson is currently in jail on a $100,000 bond. His trial is set to be on May 15th.
During yesterday's legislative session in Boise, Idaho, lawmakers failed to override Governor Brad Little's veto to a bill that prohibits libraries from providing harmful materials to minors. The Idaho House voted 46 to 24. A 2/3 majority of votes was needed to override the governor's veto. The Boise legislature has adjourned for the 2023 session.
Staying on Idaho news, if you're looking for an outdoor activity this spring, the University of Idaho Golf Course opened today. They have golf simulators, golf lessons, and of course their 18-hole course, which they offer student discounts for. For more information on pricing and to book a tee time, visit the link that's on your screen. Coming up, we'll tell you about an event fit for a horse.
And which other farm animals could bring in some extra cash for you. Stay tuned. We'll be back on Murrow News 8.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
As the semester nears a close, if your walk to class has been wearing you down, our reporter Danny Flynn has a solution.
Walking has been the chosen method of transportation around campus for over 100 years at WSU, but a new partnership with Spin looks to add some speed and efficiency.
Just to add another option for getting around campus efficiently.
Matt Wagner is the coordinator for the outdoor rentals at the UREC and has played a critical role in facilitating the addition of electric scooters and bikes to campus.
Spin is going to get 50 e-assist bikes out and 150 e-assist scooters out. Spin has completely replaced the Coug bikes.
The process of renting is quick and easy. Simply download the Spin app, open it, and scan the QR code found on the bike or scooter.
And after paying a $1 fee, they cost 29 cents a minute to use.
Just be sure to lock the bike after you use it. In the week that Spin was added to campus, Wagner says that the e-vehicles have already shown promising signs of student use.
Each vehicle that's out now is getting at least 3 rides a day.
They're pretty fun.
At this point, however, the e-vehicles only work within the highlighted campus limits, and the scooter or bike will actually lock up if it's taken beyond these parameters.
We want people to know that because it would be unfortunate to like, hey, let's take some Spin vehicles to go downtown to eat, and it currently, like, that wouldn't be something that would be feasible to do.
Eventually, the e-vehicles may expand beyond these boundaries, but the future of that is unclear.
They could come to an agreement in the next 2 or 3 weeks, or it could just never happen.
This is the thrill of my day right here.
With Murrow News 8, I'm Danny Flynn.
Staying at WSU, the WSU student chapter of the American Association of Equine Practitioners presents their 10th annual horse course event for horse owners and enthusiasts tomorrow from 8 to 5 at Bustad Hall. The event features various lecture topics and demonstrations, all taught by WSU College of Veterinary Medicine equine clinicians and technicians. All are welcome to attend.
You may have seen the price of eggs at your local grocery store climb. Our reporter Noelle Anderson looks at one community member's solution.
Now, more than ever, might just be the right time to have some chickens.
In fact, we get so many eggs, sometimes we just have to keep giving them away.
Vicki Bricker, known to some of her friends as the Chicken Lady, is a proud chicken owner.
This whole winter, they've just laid all through the snow and everything, so we're pretty happy. We get 10 eggs a day, easy.
With the recent egg shortage, Vicky says she has no problem getting eggs and even gives some away to her friends.
So why is the egg shortage happening? Well, there is actually an avian bird flu in the United States that's wiped out tens of millions of egg-producing chickens like this one that has made the production of eggs much less and the price much higher. So if you have a chicken coop like this one, you might actually be sitting on a gold mine and getting way more of these for a much lower price.
My friends and neighbors that know I have chickens are happy that I can share it with them.
So how much would it cost to start raising chicks? According to the Farmhouse Guide, chicks generally cost about $3 each. Bedding can be $15 and food about $30. However, if you allow your chickens to be free range, you will spend less money on food as they constantly graze. In Pullman for Murrow News 8, I am Noelle Anderson.
Back to WSU events. Tonight at 9 p.m., the Student Entertainment Board will be hosting a drag show in the Cub. The event is free to all and will be live streamed on the Global Campus YouTube. The show will feature talent dancers, performers, and multidisciplinary artists, said an advisor for the event. A program coordinator for Global Connections, Ahmed Ahmed, said he's excited this event be virtually accessible to an honor of marginalized but vibrant community.
A businessman, a professor, and an involved community member, our reporter Quinn McCarthy takes you into the life of a man who wears all three hats.
I always say it's a disease. We all try to get out of it, but we can't quite because it's just there's something about this industry that's just keeps you.
Did you know that a successful businessman in Pullman also happens to be a professor? Jim Harbour has been a Pullman resident for almost 20 years and has not wasted a second of his time. If you've ever eaten at South Fork Public House, Round Top Public House, or Porchlight Pizza, you've eaten at one of his restaurants. He also owns the catering food truck Fork in the Road, which he operates as scheduled. Most of his life, Harbour has been in the restaurant industry in places like Phoenix, Arizona, Irvine, California, and Spokane, Washington.
I always like to cook. I started it in high school just at the local pizza joint, and I just enjoyed the intensity and the spirit and the people and the interactions.
He moved away from Spokane to Pullman in 2006, opened up South Fork in 2010, Porchlight Pizza in 2014, Fork in the Road Catering somewhere around that time as well, and Round Top Public House in 2020. I'm here at South Fork Public House, Jim Harbour's first restaurant that he opened up in Pullman. I got the barbecue cheeseburger here, got some nice fries, it's looking great. I'm about to dig in. But running successful restaurants isn't what brought Harbour down to Pullman in the first place. In 2006, he found an ad in a newspaper about a hospitality professor at WSU. He felt like he needed to get out of Spokane, called the director about it, and took the job. Ever since then, he has taught 4 classes each semester and really loves doing it.
Oh, I think hands down just being in front of students. I mean, as you see in the class, if there's an ounce of my comedian comes through, sometimes if people are listening, sometimes they laugh. I like the connection, the interaction with the students in the classroom.
He took his love for the restaurant industry and is teaching HBM students his ways as they're learning the do's and don'ts of the hospitality world. In his 17th year in Pullman, Harbour is thriving on and off campus doing what he has truly loved his whole life. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Quinn McCarthy, Murrow, News 8.
Spring cleaning is underway for many people during the month of April. We sent Celine Arif out to a spot in town where you can drop off your clutter that's taking up space.
Thank you guys. I am standing outside the recycling center and I want to tell you guys about what's happening here tomorrow. It is Spring Cleaning Palooza. You can drop off really anything that you've had accumulated over maybe a year, a couple of years if you're like me, and just drop it off here. They'll take care of it. There are some rules, so you can't drop off stuff from your businesses. No household trash, please. Just put that in the dumpster. No hazardous waste, of course. No large trucks are allowed here. No truck or tractor tires as well, and no liquid paint. Other than that, you can come on down, and it is $9 if you have a car full of stuff, or $12 if you have a trailer or a truck. And it's going to be from 9 to 12, so if you'd like, you can come on down here tomorrow. Rain or shine, it's going to be happening, so sending it back to you guys in the studio.
As a reminder, for all you basketball lovers who want to get outside and were thinking about participating in the largest 3-on-3 outdoor tournament, Spokane's Hoop Fest registration is still open, but will close May 15th. It takes place June 24th and 25th. To register, visit their website at SpokaneHoopFest.net.
Coming up, Damien will tell us how you can prepare for your weekend.
We'll be right back after the break.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Well, Damien, I know it's spring, and with Easter plans approaching, we haven't seen as much sun as I'd hope. What can we expect for these upcoming days?
Yeah, no, Gabby, well, what you can expect is a lot of wet weather across the whole state of Washington. Specifically today when I'm walking out of my house, a couple of raindrops on my way to the studio. And you look at today's forecast, the high of 52, low of 35. And mile-per-hour winds at 10 to 12 miles per hour. Sunrise was at 6:16 a.m. today, with your sunset going to be around 7:26 p.m. And as we look into tomorrow, things kind of clear up a little bit going into the weekend. You're going to have a cloudier day, a little bit of sunlight breaking through, and it'll be a high of 56, low of 40, partly cloudy. And sunrise again at 6:15 a.m. And as we look at those state map weather forecasts, you will see that today in Olympia, high of 54, low 41. Seattle, high of 55, low 44. Rain. And we look into the Tri-Cities area. Yakima, temperatures increase. You have a high of 59, low of 33. Some rain as well. And in the Tri-Cities area, what you can expect from there is a isolated thunderstorms. So mostly going to be lots of heavy showers, but high of 62, low of 40. And then you look at the Spokane area, 53, 39, Pullman 52, 35, with rain clearing up sometime this evening. I wouldn't expect too much showers in the Pullman area going into the weekend. Lots of sun, cloudy conditions. And if we look into our 5-day forecast, what you'll see is beautiful, beautiful weather going into Saturday and Sunday. This past weekend for the Cougs baseball game, it got snowed out twice, and so one of those games was canceled. But for this weekend, sadly, no Cougs baseball, but highs of 56, low of 40, highs of 64, 47 for that Easter Sunday. You will expect some of that rain to come in from Monday, Tuesday, going into Sunday evening, but there's also a possibility of that rain moving in just a little too quickly, which may kind of spoil your Easter Sunday. But Monday, high of 71, low of 40 with rain. Tuesday, Wednesday is still up in the air for those shower conditions. High of 51, low of 33. And Wednesday, high of 48 with a low of 32. As we look at these forecasts, we'll hopefully make sure that, Sunday there won't be any rain. But that's all you have from here. Send it back to the desk with Ivy and Gabby.
No, Gabby, I was hoping for more sun.
I was too, but
thanks, Damien. Looking ahead, it's a great time for golf fans everywhere.
And which Seattle sports team will be heading to the playoffs for the first time? All of this and more after the break.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Well, it is a wonderful time of the year if you love golf. It is Masters weekend. Down in Augusta, Georgia, golfers like Brooks Koepka, Victor Hovland, and John Rahm were at the top of the leaderboard at 7 under after day one. However, since day two has started, Koepka has distanced himself at 12 under through his second round, and amateur Sam Bennett has climbed the leaderboard to 8 under. Players will be hoping to make the cut and be within the top half of the standings after today. If they aren't, their time in Augusta is over. The reason why Damien said there's no baseball in Pullman is because the baseball team's down in Tempe, Arizona for a weekend clash against ASU. The opening game to the series was last night, and it got done pretty late, so I don't know if you saw this. We're going to take it to the bottom of the third, game tied at 3. Cam McGee saves a run here with a diving stop at third and crazy throw over to first to end the inning. The ensuing at-bat for the Cougs in the top of the fourth saw Elijah Hainline taking the pitch to deep right field and over the wall to give the Cougs a lead of 1. Later on in the 8th inning, Sam Brown decided to add himself into the action with an absolute bomb into right, making this game 5-3 in favor of the Cougs. I don't even think I saw that ball fall out of the sky, but unfortunately, the 2-run lead would be enough for WSU as the 16th ranked Sun Devils came back in the 9th with a walk-off single to end it 6-5. The next game in the series is tonight at 6:30 p.m. The Seattle Mariners are off to a shaky start to the 2023 season. After an opening day win, the Mariners won just one more out of their next 6. Their homestand to open the season was almost non-existent, just like the runs they've been trying to find. Next up for Seattle, they're heading on a 6-game road trip to the Midwest, where they're going to face the Cleveland Guardians once again and the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley. The first game against Cleveland will be starting here in about 15, 20-ish minutes. Logan Gilbert will be on the bump for the M's and Aaron Savale for the Guardians. It will be shown on Root Sports Northwest or MLB TV if you have a subscription. In just their second season in the NHL, the Seattle Kraken have clinched a playoff spot. They're on a 3-game win streak at the moment and have 4 games left in the regular season. Riding on the backs of Jared McCann, Matty Beniers, and Daniel Sprong, Seattle has won 44 games, the most by a second-year team since 1968. Unfortunately, the path to the Stanley Cup won't be easy, as Seattle will most likely face Colorado or Vegas in the first round. The Kraken's next game will be in Seattle tomorrow night at 7 against the Chicago Blackhawks. The XFL season is winding down, and with 3 weeks left, the Seattle Sea Dragons aren't in the best spot, but certainly have a shot to recover. They're sitting at 3rd in the North right now behind the DC Defenders and the St. Louis Battlehawks, but play both of them in the next few weeks. All they have to do is get into one of the top 2 spots in the North Division in order to get into the playoffs at the end of the month. The Dragons are on a 5-game win streak and are hoping to extend that win streak this Sunday at home against the DC Defenders at 4 p.m.
Thank you, Quinn. Peter Cottontail's coming into town this weekend.
We'll tell you why those eggs we talked about earlier might come in handy after the break.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
The 62nd annual Easter egg hunt is officially starting this weekend in Pullman. Saturday will feature over 7,000 eggs stuffed with candy and prizes for kids from 1 to 9. The annual egg hunt will run from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the Pullman Parks and Rec and Kiwanis Club of Pullman Egg Hunt. How are we doing now? It's Easter this weekend. What are our plans?
Yeah. Oh, well, I come from an Italian family, so I'm making pasta this weekend since I'm missing out on my family's dinner back home, so I'm making pasta for my friends. What about you?
Stressed out a little bit with this weather. I mean, last week we had a bunch of snow come in, and it's already supposed to be springtime, and I don't know, man, I just need that California sun again. I don't know about you guys, but the Arizona baseball games we mentioned earlier.
I wish I was there in Arizona right now. Like, I would love to watch the game there, and it's such springtime weather there right now.
I feel like I can't trust the sun here anymore. Every time it gets sunny, then it just drops off. Maybe it even snows for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And to the viewers who are watching, Ivy had mentioned to us that although the Easter egg hunt is for the kids, she mentioned she might attend, right? Right?
I'm not thinking, no, I don't feel like I should.
That would be
But it's
fun.
only a 30-minute egg hunt. When I was a kid, they were like 2 or 3 hours.
Multiple hours.
I liked
Oh my
I
gosh.
liked whenever you would get the eggs and like they had the cash in it. Did you guys ever get that? I
Yeah.
loved when that happened.
Some with cash.
Some?
Some with candy.
Mostly candy for me.
Candy. What's your favorite Easter like candy? Chocolate or the Cadbury eggs?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Cadbury eggs for me. I love those. I could eat a whole bag just in one sitting.
I don't like jelly beans.
Probably the Hershey bunny, the big old Hershey
Oh
bunny.
yes,
like
yeah.
basket,
Mine
yeah.
would be the Lindor, like the golden bunny.
Oh, yeah.
The one with the little red bow.
yeah.
The hollow egg
The
or the
hollow ones
hollow
are better.
bunny is so good. That's my favorite. But yeah. What else?
What else?
Any plans for you?
I'm going up to Spokane to stay at a friend's house for Saturday, but I don't know if I'll be back in Pullman for Easter on Sunday or not, or
Yeah.
not sure. So
All
we'll see.
right.
You get some nice weather, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully.
Thanks for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MNA, and you can follow us on our Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.